And I'm being told we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Megaphonic versus Jackbox, the show that we really should probably think about considering renaming, because we don't play Jackbox as much as we used to, but we still play lots of other things. Let's see who's here today. It's me, Chris, your, I guess, host, your MC, your bon vivant, your person who's doing a thing. Who else is here? Oh, well, that's Basky next to me. She's not going to talk much. In fact, she may leave soon so that we all have a little bit more room. But she's there being cute, sleeping. She's had a rough day of not doing much at all. Who else is here? Somebody who's muted.
Yeah, there was a siren going just like a block away. But now I'm here.
It's you.
It's me. I don't have a fun introduction this time. I was so rattled by oh God, it's something.
The man.
Yeah. You can still say your name if you'd like.
But it's right there. I'm Jared.
That's true. Well, not everybody can read.
Oh.
Or, some people put things on and then go off to fold laundry while they play.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that we are in that distinctive
We're in
category.
somebody's background.
Mm-hmm. And the circle of introductions.
I'm trying to make the tweet now. You all do your thing.
John, finish yourself.
Sean. I'm Sean. I live in Michigan. Mikey, to you.
Yeah. Hello, I am Mikey, because I couldn't think of anything more clever to put there, and I am in the basement of the same house as Chris. To Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim, also in Michigan. Next.
Hi, I am Nadia, also in Toronto, and actually in a neighborhood proximate to Chris and Michael for house-sitting reasons. I'm usually center west, and now I am in the glamorous and exotic East End.
What's it like out there? What's the for those who aren't from Toronto, what's the big difference between the East and West Ends?
East End is I mean, you guys can weigh in on this too, but I like the East End a lot. It's a little bit more laid back than where I am. I'm kind of close to downtown, like west side of downtown. So my neighborhood is a little bit manic. There's a lot going on, which can be great. I can walk to lots of cool things, but East End, where I'm staying now, is way more sort of old school urban residential. Houses are a bit smaller and less. I live near a really large house neighborhood in Toronto.
This is not the sassy smack talking I was hoping for.
If you've never been to Toronto, you need to cross a big ravine to get from the east to the west, so there is a distinctive natural barrier. I always feel like the East End feels like a smaller city. It's the Queen Street East, which is the main drag near in our neighborhood. It feels like the main street of a smaller city, and Toronto just so happens to be right over there. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, there is sort of just to clarify, there is traditionally kind of an East End West End rivalry, but with the West End generally being this list there's an East End that exists. I'd never go east of the Don River or whatever, but I like the East End, so you won't get a lot of exciting smack talk from me about the East End.
Did I forget to tag myself, or did I spell my tag wrong on that tweet?
Oh, I'm looking for your tweet to retweet it, and I don't see it.
Did I only correctly tweet Jared?
Oh, no, I see it. Here it is.
Okay. I went to the It's Just a Show, apparently. That's what's happening. This is riveting. I should also say
riveting television.
Got Dad's in the house.
Humanity is involved past the need for Jackbox.
It's not you, Jackbox. It's us.
It's Megaphonic versus Megaphonic at this point. Whoever wins, we lose.
Megaphonic Civil War.
Oh, I put Mikey down twice, is what I did.
I mean, more Mikey, more problems.
That's why there's 2 extra M's in his name.
Yeah, it's true.
The more money we come across. Oh God, it's gonna be that kind of a night.
Yeah, we're already punchy. So
We are already so punchy.
And
It is
cheese.
so hard to tweet, friends. It is so hard. I
You-
don't know if you've ever
I-
tried it. It's the hardest thing in the world.
I've watched you compose
Wait.
tweets, and you agonize over them.
Kate has point.
They
I
only
feel
have a
that
little
I
like,
cannot relate to anything less than that.
we have triumphed over Jackbox. We have
Mhm.
conclusively emerged victorious, and so
Yep.
we need a new opponent.
Somebody's got to challenge us.
Well, all right. We're going to start off with our first challenge of the day.
Please.
Oh, bother. God damn, it's technology again.
The technology is the challenge.
we didn't have this
And-
problem on Telstar Day. Just saying.
It's true.
I know. That was some good technology. But all right, everybody. Time to play a little thing we like to call Game Show 1939.
Ah!
Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
I love that.
I have not done this one.
No, we
No.
debuted it last week. Chris, you want to explain the deal?
So, welcome to the. Oh God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why is everything not working?
Please,
Don't chuckle.
We need some help here.
you need a director who's not on mic.
Yay, it has a title card indeed. In fact, I've made a bunch of title cards today because why the heck wouldn't you? So, welcome to the exciting world of 1939. In the great year of 1939, something exciting happened, which is to say, a book of trivia came out, which is a little early for books of trivia.
The most notable thing about the year 1939.
Yes,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Nothing else happened.
That
Nothing
and Bring Your
else.
Baby coming out.
It was a good year for film, actually.
It was a great year for movies.
All right, so this is a quiz book from 1939, and we're just going to go around, take turns doing answers. If you don't get it right, we'll pass it along. We'll keep going around. Somebody can get some glory points for it. But the questions vary tremendously from things that you will know easily to things that you will never in a million years get because you have never touched 1939 except in your mind palace. And also, sometimes you'll get a fun one where the answers have changed.
This atlas is no longer true.
Yes. When you,
So-
when you can sort of use your historical knowledge to triangulate the correct answer. That's the most satisfying.
Mhm.
That can be lots of fun. Let's begin with our first question, and we'll start with Jared. And we can actually play this one like that other game that we play sometimes because it's a multiple answer question.
Mhm.
9 animals give milk for human consumption.
Nine.
What
and
are
only
they?
9.
9 and only 9. Can you name one of them, Jared?
Yaks.
Yaks is one. Sean, you want to go for the next one?
Goat.
Goat is another one. Mikey?
Why are we avoiding the noble cow?
The cow is indeed one of them. It knows what it did. Tim, you got one?
Buffalo.
Buffalo are totally there. Nadia, do you have one?
I'm gonna say buffalo, but now
Sorry.
I will try sheep.
Sheep. Okay. Those are the
Sheep.
5 most obvious ones. Kadao, if you've got one that you want to throw out there, please do. But otherwise, we'll go back to Jared. Just go for it.
Okay.
We'll throw it up if it comes in.
I don't know if this is going to be on their list, but horses.
Horses is not on the list. Now, horses do, obviously, all mammals make milk. Do you know of people drinking horse milk?
Yeah, in Central Asia, actually, they make a fermented beverage out of horse's milk. It's
All
very,
right.
very widespread and very popular. So, yeah.
That actually sounds familiar now that you mention
Yeah, I
it.
think
Yeah.
I read
Kumis,
about.
I think it's called.
Mare's milk, yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
remember reading about it in background of Mongol culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if it would be in a 1939 trivia book because it was known. I mean, anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Non-horses.
I'm pretty sure have I had yak's milk? I think I had it in something once when I went to a Tibetan restaurant. Or maybe butter, yak milk butter or something like that. I'm not sure. Sean, can you name one of the other 3, 4? Some
4?
number.
3, 4.
It's 4.
3, because we each had one and Jared had 2.
Yeah, but Jared was wrong.
But
Jared's
Jared
wrong.
wasn't in the
Horses
book.
wasn't included on the list. It's fine.
I mean, Jared is right in the real world.
Yeah, no, there's four. There's four left.
Okay,
Where does my hand go? There's four
the
left.
card said all of this extra time I could come up with something, but
It's true.
But you're not.
I can't. So what I'm going to do is go big.
Mhm.
Yeti.
All right, we are listing animals that give milk for human consumption. Yeti not on the list. So back in 1939, they didn't know about Yeti.
No, they're just too hard to milk. It's not worth it.
Yeti are just two yaks on top of one another. Mikey,
It's not true. You know,
each
other.
In a fur coat.
yep.
Trying to get into an R-rated movie.
Mikey, can you name one of the four left?
I can, I think. The most dangerous milk. Human.
Nope.
What?
I know.
It's produced for
This
human
seems
consumption.
quite wrong, but I think they're thinking that humans aren't animals.
Well,
in
they're
that
wrong.
sense.
Or at least that's true. In 1939, humans
Think like a
were not
1939er.
animals.
Exactly. So you failed that task,
Still
Tim.
alive. Great
In
thing of
1939, humans were white.
There you go. We'll see. Tim, have you got one?
I'm going to guess. If this is right, then I successfully deduced it based on something Sean you always refers to make me laugh. So is it reindeer?
Reindeer's on the list.
That's what I was just thinking.
Because of
Well
Helsinki
done.
holiday, Sean.
She looked so happy.
The audience picture of everybody in total horror and one of the Stomp Tokyo guys doing this is the best picture ever taken of an audience watching women castrate reindeer with their teeth.
Sentences I never thought I'd hear.
Reindeer. I've heard that done to other things, but not reindeer. Nadia, do you have one of the other three remaining?
3, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to try llama.
Llama is on the list.
La la la.
It's on the yist. The yama.
Llama.
All
They
right.
have a forehead and a beak for eating honey.
So there are two left. Does anybody want to shout one out?
Camel.
Camel is one of them. So the
Boom.
last one. What's the last one? It's by far the hardest to get. Cat is not. No,
Mountain lion.
You can milk a cat.
not a mountain lion. No, not a feline at all. In fact,
I would not want to try milking
not
a
donkey.
cat.
Not a bear.
Not a bear. No, it's a zebu.
Ah.
Oh,
That's oddly specific.
The animals that roam the wild crossword fields. Apparently zebu milk
Sell
is a
it,
thing.
sell it and put it on a banner.
I wonder what kind of cheese it makes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's how I mostly consume exotic milk cheese form.
So I know I
IL.
know what word to look for in Chris's next crossword.
Exactly. All right.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
question.
Oh,
Whole
that
new.
just looks like a cow.
It's more or less a cow, as I understand it.
Cattle. Yeah.
they're related.
Yeah, they know. They.
It's a cow with a fancy new wave collar thing happening. Oh no, it's a hump.
Well, that's
It's a cow with a hump. Okay, that's
Okay.
a recommendation in cattle to have for it to have its own name.
Moving on, we'll go to Sean, who is an American and should be able to answer this one.
Oh,
Good
crap.
boy.
I'm a bad
Sean-
American, Chris.
Well, let's find out how bad an American you are. The song Yankee Doodle refers to hasty pudding. What's that?
Hell if I know.
And what they're sort of looking for, it's a pudding.
Yeah.
So what are the they have three main, well, they have two, no, sorry. They have a list of ingredients that are the main things in this pudding.
Fear,
so name an
surprise.
ingredient?
Oh.
So it's a pudding made of what?
Surprise, fear, ruthless efficiency. It's a pudding. I'm gonna say milk. Probably
Zero.
Hebrew milk.
Yes.
That'll beat me to it.
If it's hasty pudding, it's probably cheetah milk.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, no, this
Jello
one, but it's not my turn.
Well, I don't. Unless anybody else wants to shout it, go for it, Jared. Tell us what it is.
It's a cornmeal pudding.
Now they don't call it cornmeal here.
Do they call it maize?
Maize?
They don't call it maize either.
Grits.
Succotash?
It is corn.
Corn hash.
So it says a pudding made of flour, oatmeal, or Indian meal.
Oh.
Okay.
Again, this is
Wow.
1939 talking.
Oatmeal pudding, you say?
Huh.
I don't know.
I wonder,
I've never had it. I'm not that hasty.
Huh.
It's in one of
Was
the little
corn
house
like
on the
not?
prairie
When did
books,
corn
actually.
become? Because I know that it took a longer time to catch on in Europe, and yeah, I wonder.
I mean, I
like, when
feel
it
like
became
people
a
were
thing.
eating corn in
Yeah.
the U.S. in
Yeah.
1939.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
but
even,
it sounds like it was a little bit of a like specialty item, or maybe not
Well,
something that everyone
Yeah,
was eating.
or maybe just
no, it
cornmeal.
was
Just
super, it
wasn't.
was super widespread for a
Yeah.
really long time. It's even, there's like rooms in the Capitol building that have the pillars are carved with corn around the top. So
Okay.
it's like, it's a very, there was that whole push right at the beginning of the 19th century to be like, America, turkey, corn, like things that are
Right.
native here rather than coming from Europe.
Right,
So-
right, yeah. Huh.
And there's the Hasty Pudding Theater in Harvard where they do like the silly stuff instead of the serious stuff. There's an
Really?
emo
Yeah,
Phillips
yeah.
album live there.
There you go.
Yeah.
It looks like it
I was
still
hoping-
requires other puddingy type stuff like sugar. So I
Eggs.
don't know.
Eggs,
Oatmeal,
hopefully.
maybe. If you bake your oatmeal, then yes, it might be hasty pudding.
I was hoping when you mentioned Yankee Doodle that the question would have something to do with the use of the word macaroni, which I just read an article about recently explaining.
That's
Yeah.
a fun one. Yeah.
Mikey,
Yeah.
do grapefruit grow
Mhm.
singly or in clusters?
Singly.
No.
What?
According to
That
1939,
might be why they call it grapefruit.
they grow in
Grapefruit.
clusters like grapes, hence the name.
Gee. I learned
Is that
something
really, is
new.
that 1939 true or is that actually true?
Well,
No, it's true.
It's
What
true.
about
I'm looking
the
at pictures now, and they grow in little clumpy clusters on the
I'm
tree.
looking this up too because this is so bizarre to me.
I'm just imagining like a
The only
cluster of
reason they're
grapes.
called grapes, why else would you call them grapefruit? They bear
I don't
no
know.
resemblance to grapes.
Why do you
Why would you call them grape nuts? They don't.
Yeah.
They're not grapes nor nuts.
Why do
nor
they say
grapefruit.
robot monster when it starts with an alligator fighting a monitor lizard?
Many things have names that do not make sense.
I mean, it made sense at the time, but then the language moves on, and now you're like, why would they call it? I don't know.
Or they're false etymologies.
Yeah.
Like
Tim.
what was the one from this morning, Chris? What word from Tagalog?
Boondocks.
There's some. What? Sorry, boondocks.
Boondocks.
Right.
Kadau told us this morning is from a
Really?
Tagalog word meaning mountain.
B-U-N-D-O-K, right, Bundock?
Yeah. Yep. Tim. This is your chance to show off your Cole Porter knowledge.
Pass.
Wrong
What is-
fiasco.
Well, what is Finnan Haddie?
I don't even know if that's one word or two or what.
It's two. I'll put it on the Chiron.
Thank you.
Finnan Haddie.
Ooh.
If I invite a boy some night to dine on my fine Finnan Haddie, I just adore him, begging for more, but my heart belongs to Daddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great song.
Well, first I have to diss Ben Shapiro.
That's always appropriate.
I mean, you have to.
Well, I mean, other people could stop owning themselves now. They're never going to equal that.
Oh God.
Finn and Hattie, I'm going to guess Hattie's a kind of fish because haddock is a fish.
Hmm.
But I mean, Finn and Hattie,
It's not gonna give it away.
two-legged mutton.
Okay. Two-legged mutton, but somehow fish.
Two-legged mutton is human.
Like surf and turf kind of situation.
Right.
Right, okay.
Dine
It's
on
a-
fine Finn and Hattie. So there's like the good stuff and the bad stuff.
I mean, I think it may also have just been wordplay for fine Finn and Hattie.
I mean, yeah, undoubtedly. It's Cole Porter. He messes around.
Well, you are correct about the haddock. Does anybody else know what the rest of it means?
Nope.
It's haddock that's been cured with the smoke of green wood, turf, or peat. So it's a very smoky haddock. And as I don't think I've ever had haddock, I have no idea what that's like.
Yeah. I mean, it's a white fish. It doesn't have a lot of flavor on its own, so it just tastes peaty and smoky.
By the way, I forgot to mention what the topic of today's quiz was from the book. I think you might have been able to guess it by now.
Is it food and drink?
It is Aristology. It's called the Aristology quiz for the Bon Vivant. Yes, it's food.
Oh.
I don't know why they went super fancy for one, but Nadia, classic question. What causes the holes in donuts? No, what causes the holes in Swiss cheese?
Gases produced by the fermentation process.
Yeah, no, that's almost, those are all the words that are in it. You got it.
But were they in the right order?
They were in a sufficient order, yes. Now,
I'm getting, it's going from headphones to my computer speakers to headphones to the speakers. And are you guys getting any feedback, or is it only irritating me?
I haven't had any problem at all. So,
all right, fine. Then, cool.
I'll let you know.
Turn the radio down.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll let you do all of these because it's a multiple question one. If you invited the following people to dinner, what would you serve them? The first dinner guest is Popeye. Spinach is correct. The second one is Wimpy.
These feel like they're going to be a trap any second now. Hamburgers or cheeseburgers. I don't know which.
Hamburgers, yeah.
Hamburgers.
And then finally, Jack Horner.
Pie.
Can you be more specific?
Little Jack Horner, is that like Christmas pie?
That's right.
Plum pie.
Yeah,
Christmas pie.
yeah. There are plums in it, though.
All I could think of was the plum.
That's
part.
not what I meant to have. Excellent. Oh, I forgot that I had set this up.
Dang. Is that an actual physical effect and not on your soundboard?
It is on the soundboard. Sean, your question.
Yeah.
And you also get multiple questions.
Oh, good.
Let's see if they are as hard or as easy as the last one.
So far, I've known nothing.
Supply these words, missing words, using an article of food. As cool as a
Cucumber.
As alike as
2 peas in a pod.
As bald as
Oh.
My manager from the job where I became a real consultant.
Your manager of food
Who you ate? Who you ate?
Suddenly an episode of Cannibal.
Watermelon.
Wow.
Mikey, you know this one?
An egg.
That's right.
Eggs are notably the ballest of all foods, Sean.
Hence
You should have known
egghead.
that.
Yeah.
Hence egghead.
Hairless. If there's hair on your egg, there is something wrong with it.
There's something badly wrong.
It's been a long time since I've done a spelling bee.
If you have a hairy egg, indeed, vacate the premises.
Yeah.
Find a different
Mikey.
diner.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey, what distinguishes a kermesse, Kermess, from
Okay.
other meals?
Fuck if I know.
Well, in 1939, you were simply dashed unsure.
Yes. Thank you for translating. The past truly is a foreign country. I am completely out to sea on this one. A kermesse is a meal that is cold. Just all cold foods. You don't have to cook it.
That's a good answer, but that's not the right one, and I've just replacing the batteries in my keyboard. Does anybody else know it?
I think we should all make answers up if none of us know it.
How is it?
Okay. Kermess.
Is it red?
No.
Okay.
Is it red?
Yeah. Well, because there's a dye that looks similar to that. It just has one fewer S.
Bless this Kermesse.
Yeah, so it's like, is it food that has been dyed red? Because it is used in food.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's a reasonable guess, but no, that's not right. I see that.
Are all of the
Here's a
dishes
long shot.
steamed?
You had more to go on than I did, so. Yes. Meow, meow, meow.
Baskerville. Baskerville.
There's her butt.
Baskerville scam. There we go. Oh.
Anybody else know the answer there?
That's cat.
I don't even have a guess.
That's a really specific guess.
Oh.
Is this something military?
It's not. It's something Dutch,
oh, of course.
which means Nadia should feel ashamed
I
right now.
should
Waffles as
I have
far
never
as
heard
the
that,
eye
and it also
can
doesn't look
see.
particularly Dutch to me. So what is it?
Well, it may be something else. It's from the Low Countries. It is when you eat food in the open, an outdoor festival or fair.
Sure.
Sure.
No,
Sure.
I'll buy that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure makes a kermesse when you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, what is the chief ingredient of red flannel hash?
Hobos. Lumberjack. Damn it. Red flannel hash.
Yes.
I am going to say corned beef.
Nope.
Okay.
Anybody else want to guess anything?
Lumberjack meat.
Nadia, what did you say?
I said beets.
That's a good. Yeah,
No,
Beets
that makes sense.
Beets is correct. They make everything very red.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Everything.
People sure were
Okay.
weird in 39.
Yeah.
Nadia. Now, another multiple question one, but I think you can go through them all. The following animals are called what when you see them on the dinner table?
Oh.
Ox.
This is like the Norman versus Anglo-Saxon
Yeah.
thing, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
So what's ox?
Ox. You
Ox.
start with ox. Damn it. 'Cause like all I can think of is oxtail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have more of the meatier bits than that, I don't know what
Yeah,
oxtail actually, if it's actually the tail or something else. But
Good Lord. Yeah. I did. I never encountered that one. Ox. It's not beef. It's not beef.
it is beef.
It is beef. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know if I should buzz you for saying it's not beef when it is beef.
you said the word,
Yeah, you
okay?
said the magic word.
I just want to put you out of your misery. No, it's normal beef. It's just beef.
Oh, okay.
It's just beef.
BEAF.
Beef. Nadia, what about sheep? When you put sheep on the dinner table, what do you call it? That's correct.
Mouton.
When you
Rest is
put a
lamb.
calf on the dinner table,
Veal.
Mm-hmm.
and deer.
Venison.
Very good. All right, Baskey. Oh, I'm afraid Baskey is not up for playing with this one. So we'll move back to Jared. Oh, now, Jared.
Oh, no.
Here's one for the philosophers out there.
Great.
When does a chicken become a fowl?
Oh, God.
Foul.
When it's a jar.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. I taste ash in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm flaking into dust as we speak. Is it when it's in a group?
No.
No, that makes sense. I don't know.
Like it's not. You can't have it's a collective rather than an individual. I don't know.
Anybody
like
know the
something I
answer to
should
this
know.
one?
My guess is after it's laid an egg.
No. because I think boys can become fowls as well. But
Well, then give me the buzzer. I screwed it up.
I like the idea of
wasn't
it
your
being
question?
a version of its first period, right? Like it's your first
Yeah.
egg.
it is when it turns a year old.
Do they have
I
like
know.
a bat mitzvah kind of a thing?
Because chicken used to just mean like the juveniles.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then it would be
Yep,
I knew.
yep, yep.
Okay. Whatever.
Oh.
Sean, you're going to be playing a round of dis or dat. I'm going to list these things off, and you tell me whether it is an apple or a pear.
Ooh.
Nice.
Magic apple? Voodoo apple?
Yeah.
Baldwin. Baldwin.
Pear.
Sorry.
Right off the bat.
I'm just thinking about the brothers Baldwin. That's all.
Yeah. Alec.
I know there's the bad one.
The next one is Bartlett.
Mm.
That one's a pear.
Mm-hmm. They're nice.
Pippin.
Yes, they are.
Apple.
Seckle.
Pear?
And Gravenstein or Stein. Gravenstein. Gravenstein. However you want to say it.
That better be an apple.
Sure is.
Huzzah!
Nearly perfect except for one. Mike, here's a tough one. I got a tough one
Yeah.
for you.
Okay.
What is caviar?
Oh,
Salty.
Yeah, it's expensive is what it is. It's a sham. It don't taste that good, but rich people like it. It's the roe of the sturgeon. It's fish eggs.
Well,
That is correct.
It is then salted is the thing. But
Sure.
yes,
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
you- I'll give you the bulk of that. Sure. Okay, Tim, you've got a yeah. Let's see if you can do this one on your own.
Ha. None of us
Name
are dumb as all of us.
name 5 fruits which we eat without removing the seeds. Now, there are 6 on this list, and then it says et cetera, but you have to get from this list. We can't read the minds of these
On the list,
1939
and
people.
I have to pick 3, 8,
5, it says. 5 of the 6.
cherries.
Do you eat the seeds of cherries?
No, people spit them out, but it said without removing. So I
You can eat them around them, it's true.
To be clear, we're looking for the ones where you eat the seeds as well.
Okay. Just procedurally, you are correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't keep it as very
Dear
many.
1939 people, would you be clear, please?
Trivia was new back then.
It was. Right?
The kid
They
who feels
didn't
the
have a
pain.
lot of facts.
Yeah. And some of these are no longer true. I'm going to say grapes for one of them.
I'm afraid
Oh, son of a gun.
we only ate seedless grapes back then.
Or the people only had wine and they didn't like it when it was in pills.
Yeah. Keep going, though.
Yeah, sure.
You don't eat a lot of fruit, I guess.
Well, I'm trying to think of, well,
More of a carrot sticks person.
yeah. I'm trying to think of the ones where you still eat the seeds. Like
I'm assuming that is
I can
tricky
think of
now.
a few.
like apples, you don't eat the seeds. Pears, you don't eat the seeds. Bananas are cultivated to not have seeds, so technically that's not.
No, you
Yeah.
eat the seeds of bananas.
Oh, shit cakes.
They're dead, but they're just little specks.
They're just little things, but you eat them. Let's say,
Kiwi,
Nadia.
think berries. Think berries.
All right, yeah, keep
Strawberries.
going. Strawberries.
Oh, I'm hideously allergic to those. I wouldn't have thought of it.
They're nasty. They're terrible.
Kiwi.
Sorry.
Kiwi. No, nobody had heard of kiwi.
They did not yet exist.
It was Chinese gooseberry at the time, I think.
Hmm.
Isn't that something else?
No, kiwi was rebranded in like the 80s or 90s as kiwi.
In
They
the
were not
80s,
called that
yeah.
Before, and I think it was Chinese, but I think it was
Oh,
Chinese
okay.
gooseberry.
I remember
Yeah.
kiwis becoming big in the 80s. We were early adopters.
Mhm.
I tried that whole peel with your kiwi, like bite into it like an apple thing. It was very intense. I don't know if I'll do it again. It's apparently the way you were supposed to eat them.
Sounds like it'd be like eating a sour mouse.
It did feel like biting into a giant testicle. So,
Hooray!
Those aren't on the list either, Mike.
Fruit.
And neither are reindeer berries.
All right, come on. Do we have any other
Oh
fruit?
my god.
Blackberries.
Okay.
What did you
Yeah.
say? Blackberries? You got one there.
Blueberries.
There it is.
Okay.
I don't know why it didn't go off the first time.
Because the berries were not ripe.
Nope.
there's one.
So we did,
So there's 2 more left on the list,
and we need one.
and we
I
need
quite
one.
like blackberries. Very
Watermelon.
similar.
You don't eat the seeds usually in watermelon.
Oh.
I will just say that they are figs
Oh.
and currants.
They didn't have raspberries there.
Yeah, I was expecting raspberry.
I think that was part of the etc. that they would have gotten.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah,
Blackberry,
blackberries. Mm-hmm.
which I don't even know if. Whatever.
You don't even know if what.
If raspberries and blackberries are closely related, because in my mind they're like
They're pretty. They're,
Palette
yeah,
swaps, yeah.
They're
no,
they're-
they do things different. They're really similar.
Nadia, what underground fungi are highly prized by French chefs?
Oh, truffle.
Oh, I had to come up with figs and gooseberries.
Truffles is correct.
You don't give a fig for that question.
Yeah.
Jared, what meat do we associate with Yorkshire pudding?
What meat do?
What meat do you associate? Do we associate?
Are you looking for
Neither.
the meat itself or the like the dish?
Probably the dish.
It's usually like a Sunday roast, right? It's a roast beef.
That's right.
Questions.
I don't know from black raspberries at all. They don't grow on the side of the road on the West Coast.
Raspberry and blackberry do have a different flavor, so I mean that makes
They're
sense to
different.
me.
Yeah. I mean, they
Yeah.
are different. Sean.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a real good one coming up. Okay, Sean. There's 5 questions here. They're all for you.
Yay!
You can phone a friend if you need to. But tell me, please, what fish is part of a shoe?
Part of a what?
Oh,
What fish is part of a shoe?
Would this be a soul fish?
Ah,
Oh.
What fish is always complaining?
Haddock?
No? Anybody else? Not
What fish
grouper.
is always complaining.
Yes, I used this in a crossword puzzle recently.
of course you did.
I feel
Now I'm
doubly
blanking on every fish.
I know you
ever.
did this one, Mikey.
There's so many fish. So many fish.
Yeah.
This is going to be so obvious, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
gonna be Marlin.
We're gonna
and
hear
it'll
it
be
go,
blank
"Oh."
we don't know.
It may not be a thing you think of as a fish. Let me give you that. What underwater food?
A
The
crab.
whitey fish.
Crabs are not fish.
I know.
There's
They're
no
an
such
animal.
thing as a fish.
No
Yeah,
fish.
famously.
Famously, there's no such thing as a fish.
What?
Yeah, it's not a coherent category.
Fish
Right.
doesn't have any meaning scientifically. It's just so there's
Yeah,
no way to
there's no
decide.
definition of fish you can.
And so the
forward that we
podcast
wouldn't
made
do.
by the people who write the questions for the British show QI it's called "There's No Such Thing as a Fish."
Yeah.
Huh.
That's where I
But-
learned the fact. It's QI.
There you go. But Sean, what fish is used in a duel?
Oh, that would be a swordfish.
Oh.
What fish is inclined to be melancholy?
Sean? Melancholy.
Yes.
There's gonna be some fish that's lachrymose, and it'll be obvious in retrospect.
Yeah.
What's another word for lachrymose?
I missed that.
Oh, sorry.
Crying.
It's true.
Anyone?
Clownfish.
Deep breast trout.
Bluefin tuna?
What did you say, Mikey?
Bluefin tuna?
More succinctly,
Oh, a
Just
blue.
Bluefish?
bluefish.
Which I guess is
Ah.
a thing.
And finally, from 1939, what fish is a communist?
Would it be a red snapper?
They have red salmon, but I'll accept that.
I like
Mikey,
red snapper better.
staying in the marine life. Of what is mock turtle soup usually made?
Jesus
Hmm.
It's
Christ.
not Ritz crackers. I'll tell you that off the bat.
I was just looking at versions of Alice in Wonderland this morning.
Don't
Wow.
know. What the mock turtle soup? Oh.
I know that. What? I know it's
You
not
got
my
this
turn.
one, Nadia?
Lobster. Fuck, I don't know.
Nadia, do you know?
I think it's veal.
You're very close.
Oh,
It's more specific than that, let's say.
okay.
It is made of
Like the
not the
flank
veal
of veal or
part.
something?
Not the veal part. But you got the right animal.
Okay.
Not
the
the
calf.
veal part.
It's the calf's head.
Oh. I think
Wow.
I'll skip.
And now you see why they obscure it by calling it mock turtle soup.
That's why the mock turtle in the illustrations, the original illustrations of Alice in Wonderland, has a calf's head and hooves.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tim, what are curds and whey?
They are the building blocks of life in all of Wisconsin. Is it the solid and the liquid made when pressing milk down to make cheese?
Close enough. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it.
Yeah.
That's more or less.
With all the way that I've had, I couldn't get that question.
What does it say? If that's basically it. What does
Literally, it says-
1939 say?
It's sour milk which has been separated, the curds being the thick part and the whey the liquid. So, perfectly
Hot
good.
diggity, I got one.
Okay,
Let's
Nadia,
go later, everybody.
1939.
Yeah, but what fish is lacrimose?
Oh,
Blue fish.
what's a sad cheese?
Sugar because it weeps.
Oh, you mean blue.
Yeah, basically.
Sort of.
Yeah.
With cottage cheese. Cottage cheese has not gone far beyond its curds and whey path, although I think they have taken out some of the whey. But yeah, that's basically what it is, I believe. It's very
Oh, no, I
young
want
cheese.
cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had it in a little while. Nadia, 1939 is calling, and they want to ask you a multi-part question. What were these before they are what were these before they were what they are? I want to read this right. What were these before they were what they are?
Are we okay?
Weird tenses, but okay. Sauerkraut,
Cabbage.
hominy,
Corn. Or whatever they're calling it there. Indian grain.
no, corn. They're calling it corn this time.
Okay.
They slipped. They
They're not calling
forgot.
it maize.
The card
Yeah.
said moops.
And prunes.
Plums.
Yep. Now, Jared, you get the good one.
Oh,
Although
great.
we're gonna go around again. We're gonna do
what?
another one of these where we all take turns. You're gonna be very surprised by the bold assertion that this question makes. There are 10 varieties of tea.
Sure.
Okay.
Name, let's say 8 of them. Name 8 of them, it says.
Black tea.
Wow.
It's like the periodic elements. Like they didn't know as many in 39.
Are they
So
looking
for-
for more specific than black?
Yes.
So like Darjeeling or Assam or
You're so much better than this book, Jared.
I go to the tea festival every year.
No, those aren't types of teas.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Or is it more of a, like grating, like orange picot? Or...
No. No, that's not one either. Sean, can you name a tea?
Barley.
No.
Barley tea's great.
That doesn't exist. Mikey, have you got one?
Well, considering all of the very valid teas that have been shot down, I'll say Earl Grey.
Yeah, nope. You and Cadell are both wrong. That's not a tea.
Fucking
All right.
What are they looking
wrong.
for?
Now,
give me a time machine.
Uh,
I gotta
Oolong,
go
you said?
educate
Yeah.
someone.
can you be more specific?
no.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said
said
oolong,
oolong.
and I'm afraid that wasn't specific
Okay.
enough.
Lapsang oolong? No.
Lapsang
no.
oolong is no, that's not one of them either.
No, Lapsang souchong.
Oops, Lapsang souchong. While it is very tasty, it's not a tea.
No.
Jared, I'll give you one last chance before I put you all out of your misery.
Is it going to be something like beef tea?
No. These are all
Okay.
normal teas.
Oh, okay.
Give us a clue first.
Normality.
English breakfast.
Okay.
That is a tea. You've correctly identified
Great.
one tea.
I have more teas in my back pocket I want to try here. We want to go around some more.
All right, Sean, do you want to try another tea, or are you good?
Dandelion tea.
That's a soup. Mikey,
Chamomile.
not a tea.
So this is just
That's
like
not even a
Camellia
tea.
sinensis.
That's a flower.
I know. Okay, well, fine. Whatever.
That's a
It's-
flower soup.
Culturally, it's a tea. Botanically, it is not.
Tim,
What
do you
did
have one?
Darren say that was right?
English
I didn't
breakfast.
hear.
Mint is also not a tea because it is mint.
English breakfast.
We're
is the
looking.
correct
We're
answer.
looking for teas.
I'm just
Yeah,
going to
how-
start listing foods from Neopets
This
if I'm going to
quiz is
bomb
just
them.
one-
Ooh, Sean has one.
Sean, you want to come back in again?
Afternoon tea.
Nah. Okay.
That's a
right.
meal.
All right. Let me get this.
Nadi, did you have one? Or no?
Sorry. So the one that was right was English breakfast.
English breakfast was right.
Okay. Wow.
Why is this so hard?
Because 1939.
None of you have had tea.
You
I'm
know,
gonna
it's just
guess
involved.
Irish breakfast then.
No.
Okay.
That's no.
The
Mikey, do
Irish
you have
don't
one?
get to have breakfast.
This is a way that tea is stored and distributed. Gunpowder tea.
Jared, do you want to take one last swing before we put this question to bed?
I don't know what they think is tea.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, oolong was not wrong. It just wasn't specific enough. I'll also say that black was not wrong. It just wasn't specific enough.
Mhm.
Black tar.
Texas tea.
All I can think of are like all the weird teas that I've bought over the years. Cambric tea.
Ooh.
All right. Let's
All
So
right.
on what authority is this claim?
Well,
There
if
are
you go to your
only
local
10.
tea shop, you'll find that there are just 10 vats. And in those vats, you'll find Formosa Black, Kongur English Breakfast, Java, Japan Black, Japan Green, Japan Dust, Scented Canton, Canton Oolong, or Formosa Oolong. Those are your 10 teas.
Of course.
We've made a lot of advances. In
So I have to go
technology.
into a tea shop.
I'm angry at the past.
That's not
Funny,
a tea.
I've been to the Celestial Seasonings factory on their tour, and apparently they had no tea at all there.
They just had various leaf waters.
No, Chris, they had tea from the future.
That's true. Future tea. Sean, we only have a few more questions to this ridiculous category.
Sure.
Why are sardines packed so closely in a can?
Why, Sean?
So they don't get lonely.
Well, there's a much more interesting answer than that, actually.
To keep them from sliding around.
Does anybody know the answer to this before I give a hint?
I can guess.
Housing crisis.
To save on,
Maximize profits.
yeah, save on
No, you'd
Save
want
on
as
what?
few as possible.
Save on what, Tim?
shipping costs.
No, that's not it. That's not. That wouldn't be why they're packed tightly.
So I have a legitimate.
So yes,
guess.
it's a business reason.
Is it? Oh, it's a business reason. I was going to say, is it because when they're packed together, they
And he died.
Yeah. Do they use less
We
oil?
lost you, Mikey.
Oh! Tim, say that again.
Do they use less oil when there's more fish?
And why would that be important?
Because oil was more expensive than the fish? Capitalism!
Absolutely right. That is the correct answer.
I was about to guess that it saves on having to kill the fish, that they just squish them in there and seal them in alive.
Yeah, so they don't have to get the little gun up to every fish's head. Just
Yeah. Yeah, it saves down abattoir costs.
And then 30 years later, when the slaughterhouse closes down, you get leatherfish.
Oif.
I'm gonna try to write down leatherfish for next time.
The Screw Key Massacre.
Once we figured out what the next new game of this show is going to be. All right. Who's next? Mikey.
Oh my God.
Mikey. Okay, you've got a multiple choice one, and it's a geography one, so you should be happy about this.
Goody. Yes.
Tell me now, and use the correct names.
Yes.
What nation comes to mind when you mention the following?
Okay.
No.
I am Russia.
Chow mein,
China,
vodka,
Russia,
sake,
Japan. I mean, I said Russia when it was the USSR at the time, but
Now they have Russia in here.
cool. I mean, that
Hey.
was one of the Soviet republics. Go on.
Yeah, and haggis.
Scotland.
Excellent.
That was not at all challenging.
No, it wasn't.
I was
Also,
ready
not
with my.
not as offensive as we were all like.
Yeah, I was afraid it was going to be like.
Gotta keep it interesting here.
Like,
Hey,
oh, it's the UK. Like,
Tim, here might be a trickier one if you're
Oh,
looking for
good.
something harder.
Hooray.
Name 4 natural coverings of vegetables. You had fruit before. Let's see if you can do vegetables. There are 5 listed here. 5 listed.
Natural coverings, like the top of a carrot or a potato skin, or what?
What skin is one of them?
Okay.
Oh, like as a general category, not on a specific.
Pod.
Not on a what pod is the second one? Good.
Shell.
Shell. No.
Mm.
What vegetable comes in a shell that you were thinking of?
I have no
Egg?
idea. I was just writing out the fact that I got 2 right.
Scallops. Scallops are vegetables.
Yeah.
Fair.
Rind.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm not going to get it.
Husk.
Yeah.
That's right. And you want to get the 5th one? Anybody for the win?
Boron.
Keeps the hands out.
Avoid.
Jared, what'd you say?
peel.
That's right.
Different than a skin.
Yeah,
Different than a skin.
Which is like a peel and a rind from a skin.
Yeah.
That's an excellent question that the 1939 people will split the hairs of for hours.
I can see husks and pods being like
That would-
mechanically separate, but
Yeah.
skin,
Would that
rind,
be
peel.
an Arctic hair or?
He could grip it by the husk.
Yeah, husk
Okay.
is a separate thing, but rind and
Yeah.
peel
Like-
are yeah.
Corn husks are definitely
Maybe
a thing.
rind is
Pods.
thicker than a. I don't know.
Maybe one of them slips off more easily, and skin you have to like cut away. I don't know.
Back to that.
And
Yes,
finally,
skin.
It always goes back to Leatherface.
Nadia, you get the last question.
Woohoo!
Lucky
Give
you.
the missing ingredient in this list. Boston baked beans contain
Good
pea
job.
beans, salt pork, salt and pepper, sugar, mustard, boiling water, and blank.
Molasses?
That's right.
Nice.
Good job, Kadao, as well.
They have sugar and molasses.
Yeah, they're very different flavor profiles. Why would you have both? And that's been Game Show 1939. Thank you all for playing. You all win. It's
Feels
a really
so
good
much fun.
game.
Did you like the art?
Oh, I've got to find a ragtime version.
You're not in time with the music for my ears, but who knows what's happening out there.
Well, on my end, I was, but I understand our technology is imperfect. Ooh, I always go crazy with the chromatic stuff at the end.
It's just a thing I like. Is there now we need to decide what we're going to do for the second hour of our thing. Of the games that we have played recently, does anybody have a request?
I always go for use your words, but I don't know how recent is.
I have also made shoe fly pie. I used to make it all the time because it was the pie that you could make with ingredients that you have around the house. Basically, it's just a lot of sugars and molasses. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Back when I was doing a lot more baking.
Never made it. Keep meaning to.
It's if you got the pie crust, it's easy. I mean, if you know how to make them, it's easy enough.
Make a pie crust. Buy a pie crust.
You could do that too.
I know how to unroll the refrigerated pie crust after it's thawed for 15 minutes.
Okay. You use your words is perfectly fine with me. That's fun.
Yeah. Do you want to? Or unless you don't want to.
I forget what that one is.
That's got the subtitle round. That is the video game thing where you have the subtitle round.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
As long as I don't have to
not Jackbox.
Yes, the Knox Jackbox.
Yeah, the store brand Jackbox.
We're still
Choice
not
Jackbox.
playing versus Jackbox.
Yeah, it's
I
been
can't
a
believe
while
it's
since
not
we fired up
Jackbox.
Jackbox.
Yeah, well, there'll be more soon when they all come out. But
Okay.
All right, let's do that.
that means all these great title cards I made for the other games that we've been playing that don't have their own computer graphics go to waste and be shown another time.
Well, you didn't give us that option. What are the other title card options?
Well, so there are some of the other games that we've done in the past recently, such as we could play a game of Anti-Taboo. We could play the one where which we played a little bit of just now, but the one where you have a category and we go around trying to name things off that category, which I'm calling make the list.
Nice.
No.
We've got the Family Feud knockoff, which I'm calling Who Are These People?
Yes. I ask myself that frequently.
And there's another trivia one that we haven't actually done yet, but it's been sitting here where we go through. It's a variant on Trivial Pursuit, and it's called Run the Card, where the goal is to just run through an entire card and see if you can get all 6 of the questions correct.
Yeah, let's do that one. We haven't done that one yet.
Yeah, we
And
have.
you made such a nice title card.
I humiliate myself. Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Let's do this new thing.
Let's now I will say we're still going to be getting into the time machine for I don't have theme music for it. I can play the other music again.
Play the ukulele. I predict I for one will crash and burn if there is a fourth question.
Okay. That's our theme song. And the trick with this one is that we are not just doing any old edition of Trivial Pursuit, but it is the Young Players edition.
Oh, good.
And it is also of the past.
Young people
Like
of the past.
89, 88, something like that.
Depending on when these people were young,
84.
I have a lot in common.
84!
Or
I was a young person in 84. I might actually win this.
I
I
wasn't
was
happy.
born in '84.
Infants, all of you.
Pile of bones and dust over here.
Oh.
I don't think. Well, anyway, we don't need to play who's the oldest one in the room.
No,
We know who the babbies are, at least. All right.
Be in Baskerville.
Basky.
I'm only 1 year older than you, Jared.
Oh,
Are you?
I'm born in 83.
If you're 84, he's 83.
How old
No,
did
I
you
said I
think I
wasn't
was?
born in '84.
Oh,
I wasn't even born then. I was born a few years later.
oh,
Okay,
All
that's
right.
all right. I misheard you, and I felt
Jared-
good about myself. So
Jared is baby.
well, God knows we can't have that happen.
Don't worry, I'm rapidly aging. Look at me.
Yeah, 2020 is going to put some city miles on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it counts as like 5 years.
Now, whenever I smile, I've got like big crow's.
oh yeah, yep.
That's
I don't
not
have a skin regimen, and I'm like, I should have started one 5 years ago. So
All right, we will start the first card with Nadia. If you don't get it right, then basically it's all whoever gets most excited about giving an answer. But actually, you know what? When you know the answer, when you think you know the answer, if you're not the person doing it, just raise your hand.
okay.
I'll try to pay attention to that and see if the person who jumped in the most. The first category.
With my giant hand.
And of course, in the audience, you can feel free to type in whenever you like. The other people cannot see when you comment until I put it up on the screen. So feel free to do that if you'd like. Okay, the first category is people and places, and the question is: What two wars battled dead are honored on Remembrance Day, November 11th?
One in World Wars I and II.
Oh, lost connection. That is correct.
Suspenseful.
Jesus.
Schrodinger's answer.
What music? Now the second category is good times. What musical instrument does Mick Fleetwood Mac play? Bass, drums, or guitar?
Oh my God, Mick Fleetwood. That's actually, I don't actually know that. I'm gonna say guitar. Is it bass? Wow. Okay.
He plays drums.
I did not know that. Clearly.
Drums.
That's right. What slang word describes the action of a computer quitting on an operator?
1984.
Crash.
That's right. What color do Maurice Sendak's what color eyes do Maurice Sendak's Wild Things have?
Yellow.
What kind of bear is Smokey?
Depends on what art you're looking at, doesn't it?
This is like one of
I think
those
there's an official
1939.
answer,
What
but
kind of bear? In what sense? He's a cartoon bear.
yeah, what breed or species or whatever you want to call it of cartoon
Oh,
bear do you think
gosh.
he is?
I believe he's the North
Grizzly?
American Yogi.
He's not a grizzly bear. Does anybody else want to hazard a
Brown bear.
guess?
Alaskan brown bear.
He's a black bear.
Even those
What?
brown.
Even
I
though
don't know. I don't think black bears are fully black, but I don't know. I don't.
They
I don't bear.
They're pretty black.
Yeah, black
Yeah.
bears are the only bears we have in Newfoundland, but I've only ever seen one once. So
Okay, and finally, how
You're
many
scared
people
off
does
like the moose?
a kayak hold?
Oh. Well, I mean, you can get two-person kayaks,
Yeah.
but one person. They're probably
One is
looking
the
for
answer
one.
they're
Yeah.
looking for. So you got 4 out of 6 right. You did not run the card, but it was a valiant effort. Tim, let's go with you. Let's go anti-clockwise now.
okay.
Ooh.
All right. What people were the first to tame horses in 3500 BC? The Arabians, Chinese, or Hindus?
The Arabians. Or possibly Chinese.
All right. It's good times. Might be a slightly easier category for you. What 1980 movie did John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John star in?
1980.
Yes.
Was it Two of a Kind?
Nadia, you had your hand up first.
Grease.
That's right.
It was 77. I would be wrong.
You're thinking of Grease Zero.
Well, let's see if I can do a perfect shutout on this. What's the third?
That's one way to
Okay.
run the card.
This is, I think, science and technology. This category is a jetty. Is a jetty man-made or natural?
It is man-made. It's a pier, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's a wharf, they say.
That's
Why can't Toad, this is an arts and culture, why can't Toad run after his list with Frog when the wind blows the paper away in Frog and Toad together?
all I'm thinking of right now is the T-shirt with the two of them on the tandem bike, but the caption is
Yeah.
my brain is empty. He can't run after the list because it's outdoors and he's indoors? Take it out of you.
Does anybody know this one?
No, someone else go for it.
It's a very Amelia Bedelia reason,
Oh,
almost.
I don't think I've ever seen this one.
I haven't either, but it wasn't on his list of things to do. We've all been there.
Yeah.
No wonder his friends ganged up on him and humiliated him.
All right, natural world. And we can discover this in our backyard here. What does a baby raccoon see the minute it's born?
Nova Scotia. Its mother.
Anybody?
Fine, I bet.
It is blind, yes. Its eyes are like cats. Its eyes are closed for a few weeks. And finally, in
Yeah, I remember
it's kind of
that.
framed
Like,
only to give that answer, but it's for kids.
Yeah.
And this is GH, good humor. I don't know what it's called. Games and hobbies, I guess. Is the bell lap the first one or the last lap of a race?
It's the first lap. All right.
It's the last.
Well, so I would guess.
It's another trick question.
All right. Well, you
Yeah.
nearly shut yourself out, but you managed to accidentally get one of them right. It was a 50-50 question. It's only fair.
Yeah. Oh.
Mikey,
Yes,
Mm.
my body is ready.
you are definitely ready for this first question. What European country would you come to if you sailed due east from Halifax?
Ooh, due east from Halifax, France.
Yes.
Nice.
But it's one of Michael's hobbies is to
Is
out
rowing
people
to
figure
Halifax.
out these things.
Well, the east coast of North America, particularly Canada, to the east coast of Europe or Africa is a thing. St. John's, Newfoundland is slightly south of Paris, France. I'm very fond of telling people.
Now, this is one nobody else who might know this one. Help. What color of sun drains Superboy's powers?
Superboy or Superman?
Superboy.
I am shockingly ignorant of comic book culture. Green.
Sean, you had your hand up first.
Red.
That's right.
I mean, there are many more red suns than green ones. I was remembering what kryptonite looked like in my few encounters
It's
with
a
it.
valid question. It's a valid guess. Yeah.
What did Alexander Graham Bell claim was his greatest invention? The photophone, the submarine foghorn, or the telephone?
The submarine foghorn. That's not my answer. I'm laughing at the concept. I mean, I feel like you want to say telephone, right? And so that makes me suspicious. So I'm going to go with the first one, the photophone.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the photophone is. Sounds like a fax machine to me.
Sounds like a fax machine.
Probably one of those, like they were able to send daguerreotypes over
Yeah.
wire.
Fax machine
So-
was
Send nudes.
I was seeing a thing. The fax machines were invented in like the 1860s and
30s.
like a lot of
actually.
yeah. That's right. Because the thing I saw was that the last samurai died like 20 or 30 years after the fax machine was invented, so it is conceivable that a samurai could send a fax.
It was actually a telecommunications device that allows transmission of speech on a beam of light.
Ooh.
Wow! Hard rockets.
All right, Mikey, arts
Yee.
and culture. Who turns
Yee.
into a sheep in Through the Looking Glass?
Fuck me. I read this book for a class at T8 a long time ago, and I forget. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, Jared knows.
Jared?
The White Queen.
That's right. Okay, natural world. Mikey, why does the desert... Oh, Cadell has to head out. Thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for being a friend.
Why does the desert lizard vibrate when in trouble? To calm its
Scared.
nerves, to sink beneath the sand, or to terrify its enemies?
To sink beneath the sand. Damn.
So it just like vibrates down into the dirt.
Yeah,
Quick
when
way of
you're
digging yourself in.
around, just
Yeah.
gone.
Okay.
And finally, what's overtime called in baseball?
Extra innings?
That's right. See, no
Yay.
sport.
I am not completely ignorant of sport.
Sean, let's see if you can run the card. What Pacific island is actually the top of the world's largest volcano?
The island itself,
The island itself.
Maui.
Anybody?
My guess was Maui.
Is it the big island? Is it Hawaii?
No, the
It
big
is
island
indeed
is-
Hawaii.
Oahu? Oh,
Hawaii.
as a
Hawaii itself.
No.
Okay.
Hawaii is an island in the Hawaiian Islands.
Oh,
I did not realize that.
It's not the big island, right? It's not the big island.
you got a whole archipelago. Call it something else.
All right. Okay, you may not know this one. What Godzilla movie features Godzilla's offspring?
That would be Son of Godzilla.
That's right.
I cannot believe the cards other people are getting.
Well, you'll be excited to hear this one then, Tim. Sean, what kind of dentist specializes in straightening people's teeth?
Why, that would be orthodontist.
That's
How did you know
right.
that?
What musical instrument has chambers and drones? The bagpipe, piano, or tuba?
Bagpipe.
Yep.
This must
Um,
be Clippy's dream board.
Do ornithologists study birds, fish, or insects?
Birds.
And finally, what game has elves, halflings, magic users, pious clerics, and wily thieves in its cast of characters?
Oh man, I have no idea. God, it must be one of those weird ones, like
Yes.
is it some GURP system?
I mean, yes,
Dungeons and Dragons.
it's Jeopardy.
Pathfinder.
So if only I had thought of the most obvious island, I'd have run that.
You came very close. You were just a little island over. All right. Jared, can you run the card?
We'll see.
Which saint was killed on February 14th, 270?
Valentine?
That's right. Does David Bowie have a glass eye?
Trick question. The coroner stole it.
This is as of 84.
I actually don't know. I'm going to say no.
That's correct.
Yeah, he has two.
He sees with his hair.
It's where his balls should be.
He does have like heterochromia, right? Like his two
He does
eyes-
have heterochromia, yes.
Yeah.
What tire making company uses a blimp to advertise its name?
Good year.
Wow. Well,
These are for children, after all.
Yeah.
What apart from whalebone? So get that out of your mind.
Oh, okay.
What apart from whalebone do the Inuit mainly make artistic carvings from?
Walrus ivory.
Anybody?
I would
Mikey,
caribou bones?
Nadia.
Soapstone.
Oh,
There we go.
Duh. Oh.
Yeah.
It's one of the. I have the same thing. I never would have gotten it, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, of course, I knew
It's
that."
because the whale put me down an animal path.
Mhm.
Ah,
Well, getting back to the natural world, what purpose, other than hearing and chasing away flies, do an elephant's ears serve?
Cooling.
Mhm.
That's right.
Oh.
And what does a backpacker's moleskin cover? Blisters, moles, or warts? You're about to go for a camping trip.
Yeah, but I'm not backpacking. What were the
Blisters, moles, or warts?
blisters?
That's right.
It makes most sense from a practical point of view.
What does this term mean though? Because I was just kind of guessing. What's in backpacking?
I thought there were no books.
Now that's a moleskina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
I
that's
know.
how you're supposed to say it. I refuse.
But is it like a bandage or something? What does it look like? What are we
like
talking
a
about?
It's like a tire patch for your foot. There's another part of the book where he talks about wearing them.
Okay.
Last chance to see.
It's a fabric.
Yeah.
So like an ace bandage, I guess.
Yeah. He said it was just like a patch that you stick on the blister and then hopefully it gets, less abraded than it would have with the extra shield in there.
Yeah.
He also said it didn't really work, but he was walking up Kilimanjaro, and I'm not sure how much a little piece of mold.
yeah.
Fair enough. Nadia, are you ready to try to run the card again?
Yep.
Okay. What city boasted the hanging gardens that were one of the 7 wonders of the world?
Oh my god. Like, I know this now that the name has gone out of my brain. It did that thing. Babylon.
There you go. You found it. What is the first name of TV's most famous woodpecker?
Woody.
That's right. Okay. Now this one's a 50-50 question, so let's see if you can get it. Is a light year a measure of time or distance?
Distance.
Yes.
But I made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
What Canadian province, can you tell this game comes from Canada? What Canadian province did artist Emily Carr paint in her landscapes?
BC.
That's right. What does the fish-eating bat eat?
But fish, but they don't exist.
There's no such thing.
What's your final answer?
Fish.
I love when they try to fake you out.
Yeah, that's the like QI level double.
I'm presenting my card already.
That is a real et-tu-et-qui kind of clue.
Tim's card was just mean. The rest of us are getting like,
All right.
Movies and D&D for fuck's sake.
For the running of the card, I don't have a drum roll sound playing set in my soundboard yet. What young men swear they'll be prepared?
Oh, the Boy Scouts.
You have run the card. I will send this card straight over to you. Congratulations.
I got an easy card.
Still, that's part of it.
Doesn't matter. You still got 6 for 6.
Yes. Okay, Tim. Let's see if you can follow in Nadia's
Nope.
footsteps by running this card.
No. Short answer? No. Long answer? No.
Well, if we start with a up-down vote.
Okay.
Which color of clothing is cooler to wear in the desert? Black or white?
Black.
Couldn't even get that one.
I was just thinking of all the Indiana Jones movies, all the
The
tribes.
black absorbs all the sunlight and gets hot, and the white causes it to bounce off. Is the theory. I don't know if that's actually been proven true, but that is the story that I was told as a child.
Yeah.
Well, you might be better with this one. What movie Strongman was made famous by Lex Barker and Johnny Weissmuller?
That would be Tarzan.
There you go. How many moons does Mercury have?
0.
That's right. Which holiday is known as the Jewish New Year?
Yom Kippur.
Jared?
Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah is literally means New Year.
What I get from growing up in the brass buckle of the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
You've heard of a Jewish holiday at least. What kind of fish was named for its cat-like whiskers?
It's a trick.
Crunch. The catfish.
Felix.
Roald.
And finally, what two numbers are missing in a deck of sorry cards?
Oh God, that's been forever.
Yeah, it's not a good game.
1 and 7.
Nope. Anyone else want to try?
No, sir.
Nope.
I don't think I've ever played Sorry.
Played it.
Instead of dice, you have a deck of cards. And they removed two of the numbers.
Sorry.
Well, they probably removed a lot more than that because there's only so many cards, you know.
Well, all right, it's 1 through 12, as I recall.
Oh. Hell's bells. I don't know.
They are a good fish.
It is
Catfish.
the 6 and the 9, which I assume they removed because they look confusingly similar.
Nice.
Nice.
That makes sense.
All right, well, you did a little better that time, Tim. So maybe next time around will be the charm.
6.
Maybe.
Did
Mikey?
they ever apologize?
That's
I
the-
would not bet more than $5 on that, Chris. If I were you.
Mikey, are you
Yeah.
ready?
As I'll ever be.
What's the name of the mixture of dried buffalo, berries, and fat that the Indians
Oh.
made and ate?
Is that pemmican?
It sure is. What country does the music group ABBA come from?
Sweden.
Sweden. What country's scientists discovered insulin?
Canada.
Yep. What did Mother Goose ride on?
I don't know. A pumpkin.
Sean, did you have a Jared?
Is it a goose?
Can you be more specific?
A white goose?
It's geese all the way down.
A white gander.
Gander is what they're looking for. Yes.
Oh wow!
Mother Goose is not a goose.
freak.
Mother Goose is a woman. It's
Oh!
a human woman.
She's
Well,
Who
that
rides a
makes her
goose?
even more.
At least in some
To
depictions.
ride a goose like the human.
Okay, Mikey, get into your philosopher mode now.
Okay.
Do bees have
They do.
ears?
Well, I mean, they can sense vibrations. I'm pretty sure. I mean, they don't have ears that stick out from their head the way humans and like mammals do.
I've got one word in the answer, so you're gonna have to pick that word.
Yes. Ah,
No, it's the answer.
whatever.
I don't know the full truth behind that, but there you go. And finally, what continent in Risk has blue territories?
Ooh, Europe, I think. It's been a while.
Hey,
Good job.
I hate Risk. It's the
I think
game that
Europe.
ends friendships.
It's
Have you ever
there are
played
worse
Diplomacy?
games.
It's
I
like,
wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
diplomacy is
have
the diplomacy is the game that really ends friendships. It is. We've played a bunch of trader mechanic games, but that's all that game is.
Yeah.
I aspire to play Diplomacy. I have a copy of the actual board game.
Yeah, I do too, and
wanna
I've never played it.
once, just because.
Yeah, exactly. That was why I got it. I thought I will play this one time. I could never
Mafia
bring
is the
myself
game
to do it. Mafia's good. I mean, there's a bunch of those kinds of games out there now. Werewolf and all those. I
I
hate
played
them.
Nuclear War and Nuclear Escalation in high school.
Yep.
It felt appropriate in the 80s.
I
Yeah.
was only nuclear power in the one game of Risk 2100 that I played, and somebody said, "Oh, hey, Leonard's got nukes, and no one else does," and the entire table went, "Oh shit!" at the same time.
Oh dear.
It's nice to be loved. It's nice. It's nice when your friends really, really know you.
Sean, let's find out how much you know as we go into this card. See if you can run it. Which
All right.
explorer is an African gazelle named for? John Cabot, William Clark, or Joseph Thompson?
Thompson.
That's
Monty
correct.
Python helps.
Monty Python will help you there.
Yep.
Who is Otis, the chief henchman for in the movies Superman and Superman 2?
Lex Luthor.
That's right.
Or Ned Beatty.
on.
How many crystals are there in a pound of sugar? More than it's more than, but that's going to be more than.
It was like,
Anyway,
gimme, boom, you're out.
basically 30 million, basically 50 million, or basically 70 million.
God damn.
In a pound?
In 1 pound.
Basically the biggest.
It's basically the smallest.
Huh.
Yeah. What piece of furniture do Mr. and Mrs. Little make for Stuart out of 4 clothespins and a cigarette box?
Piece of what?
Furniture.
Furniture.
Out of 4 clothespins and a cigarette box.
Is it a bed?
Of course. I mean,
I
that's the only
couldn't
thing
figure out how the clothespins fit.
they're bedposts.
By the posts, aren't they?
Yeah, beds used to have bedposts. Yeah.
Back in the good old
Oh, is
days.
That was
this from 39?
84. But where else are you going to put your chewing gum except on the bedpost overnight?
Tin whistles are made of tin.
Yeah,
What are the foghorns out of?
What sea creature has no legs but creeps along on hundreds of tiny tube feet?
Yeah.
The Shoggoth.
I'm going to say starfish.
You're going to say it correctly. And what are foam-backed stickers? Foam-backed stickers with satin surfaces called? Foam-backed. Remember when stickers were big in the 80s?
Puffy
Yeah.
stickers. Puffy stickers.
What are
Yeah.
foam-backed stickers with satin surfaces called?
Okay. Removing several decades
Yeah.
of dust
Deep
and age
storage.
and decrepitude. Embossed?
No, they're called satins.
Wow.
Patents.
Some Lisa Frank bullshit.
I never knew that. Yeah, I never knew
Who
that.
knew? Who knew?
Whoa.
I had tons, but yeah.
All right, Jared. Let's see if you can
Yeah.
run this card. You can do this. Naughty did it. You can. What country do most people speak Mandarin in?
Mandoria!
Don't complain about the easy ones.
China.
Okay. What kind of toy, other than a rocking horse, again, put that out of your mind. What
Oh,
kind
God.
of toy, other than a rocking horse, has a tail and a bridle?
Remember, this is for children.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
80s children.
all my toys growing up were like Legos and things. I don't know. Is it a tail and a bridle? A hobby horse.
No. Get out of horse zone. Mikey,
Is it My Little Pony?
get out of horses.
Oh,
What even has a bridle? That wouldn't be...
I don't
This
know.
is not this is an old fangled toy. It's not some of your modern toys like a My Little Ponies.
Or a hobby horse.
Even
Not a-
after you
Could have been a
tell me,
hobby
I'm
horse,
not
but I
gonna
think-
know.
Yeah.
The answer is a kite.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't know
Sure.
kind of bridles.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Bridle?
Tails, I know. I don't know what the bridle of a kite is.
Well,
Probably
the
the-
Yeah,
by
the
the
string,
string
like
too.
the string.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
apparatus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
string arrangement.
For when you
Okay.
want to ride it.
I
Yeah.
don't feel bad about not knowing that.
I was never a kite technician, so
Every kite I ever had just fell on the ground immediately. It was
Yeah.
never-
yeah.
Yeah.
Kites are awful, unless other people are doing them well. What are the rotating blades on a windmill called? Planes, sails, or sheets?
Sails.
Yeah,
Wow.
Any word there?
sorry.
The hell, dude?
I had to do a thing. Is Christopher Robin a bird, a small boy, or a teddy bear
He's a small boy.
who dreams of being a teddy bear? What animal is an ancient relative of the dog? The bear, deer, or wolf?
The wolf.
Are you jiving me?
I'm not. I'm just telling you what the card says. Sean,
bear.
it's the bear. Do you want to explain?
Ancient relative as opposed to more recent?
They have a common. There's a common like wolf is the correct answer, but because they said ancient, they're going for there was a common ancestor between bears and the Canaan family.
I mean, I guess so,
Split.
but that still seems nonsense.
Recent ancestor versus ancient
Dude.
ancestor.
That's a weird.
To include wolf in that was bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's
Cruelty.
If they were going for bear.
Yeah.
that's another
Yeah.
one I don't feel bad about being wrong on.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. That was a.
I facepalmed how
Bait
easy
switch.
it was.
Huh.
And there we go. They wanted a stupid answer.
What colors are the 4 playing pieces in a Sorry game?
God.
This was sorry made by the same people who make Trivial Pursuit.
Probably.
Yes.
I don't know
Parker
whether.
Yeah.
Well, thing is, Trivial Pursuit was independent for a while,
I mean, and they are Canadian.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and Canadians really
Thank you, Nadia,
took
for
Sorry on
acknowledging
as their national game.
Yeah, that's the joke I was trying to make.
I love
got
how
it.
you guys pronounce it with the long O too. I mean, that is
Sorry.
Canadian sorry.
That's how my
So-
dad says it too. I think it's a Midwestern thing as well.
Here's
Yeah,
a
there's
game
a lot of-
question for the Canadians. Is the in Canada, is it Clue or Cluedo?
It's Clue.
Clue.
Okay. Because in Britain it's Cluedo.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's weird.
Well, because
Did we
Ludo
copyright
is
thing?
to play, so Cluedo is to play the mystery.
I think that. So I think that Doe. I don't remember. I shouldn't say anything without double checking it. But I think Cluedo made sense in a British context, possibly because that suffix was a bit hip or cool at the time, and that it was super confusing when they tried to import it to America. So they changed the name because I believe it's originally a British game.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
Yeah, that
created
makes sense.
for people
Yeah.
to pass time during air raids during the Blitz. It was
There
like
you
a
go.
playable Agatha Christie mystery.
Woof.
Ah.
To answer your question,
Yes,
The bear.
red, green, blue, and yellow.
that's correct. All right. That was a little bit of Run the Card. Why don't we play one of the other games similar to it before we end up or wrap up?
Yeah.
Unless you want to sneak in the use your words or whatever that's called.
I occasionally win. Use your words.
We are playing to win.
So
Yeah,
clearly
that
we can't play
This is
that.
very competitive.
Can't take the wine in front of me.
I'm happy either way.
Yeah, I'll do whatever.
Let's play a quick round of who are these people?
Yes.
Okay.
Who are these people?
Who
Let me get 'em.
indeed?
That is a great name for this game. Because
Yes.
yeah.
Let me look this up now. I will try to find my. That's not it. That's no, that's not. There it is. There's the thing. Okay. Did I do this one yet? Oh boy.
Basky is in
Oh, actually, you know what?
Yeah. She's very easily entertained.
Good.
Give me talk amongst yourselves for a second.
All right.
Set this up. So
To
yeah.
Wikipedia, Ludo is Latin for I play, not to play, and a common
Yes.
British term for the game participate.
Oh.
So,
Yes,
Oh,
that's true.
so it
Oh,
was
so it's a
playing
pun on
on-
Ludo, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
suppose-
that makes so much more sense.
Yeah,
It's like,
it does. Do we all like the Clue movie? It's a good.
we
movie.
love
oh,
the
Clue is amazing.
Yeah.
If you wait maybe a year, you'll hear about it for an hour.
Oh, good. I look forward to that.
Who is your special guest for that one?
We don't know
Mikey,
yet.
possibly.
Does Mikey want to be a special guest?
I would be very happy to rewatch it. It's been a few years.
I actually have the novelization, and it was written by Michael McDowell, who wrote the screenplay for Beetlejuice, and a 6-linked novel series about a Southern Gothic family and occasional murderous fish creature called Blackwater.
Wow.
That's that Donald Pleasance thing.
Did you
warned
say
us about.
murderous fish creature?
Yeah, it's a novel. It's basically, it was like the paperback original of, I'm going to tell this long personal story of a Southern family struggling with itself, struggling with the times, and then it's like, oh, by the way, fish monster.
Does it represent like the family's repressed issues, or is it just a fish monster?
It is a fish monster linked with the Perdido River that flows through town. The human form of the creature has hair the exact color as the clay and river water.
Great name for a river.
Right?
And I'm not kidding in that I think just to make it more commercial, there is one brutal fish monster murder in each of the 6 books, and the rest of it is like the family. Then it's just like, surprise!
This is what the public wants. They want a brutal fish murder.
I did.
I'm
So,
not being unserious.
if you Valancourt did an omnibus edition of it, I like, in my go bag to flee the hypothetical burning apartment is my Joe Meek music and my hardback omnibuy of Blackwater from the 80s. It just
Omnibus doesn't pluralize that way.
there's 2 of them. One of them has volumes 1 through 3, and the other one has volumes 4 through 6. So
No, I'm just saying it's not omnibuy.
Well,
It doesn't,
why not?
What
because
is
it's
it?
because
No,
omnibus,
I'm not actually asking.
I'm actually asking.
Language is fluid and always changes.
I'm sorry, everybody, but I really want to know.
because omnibus means for everybody. It's a dative. So in a sense, it already is plural, but it's not a nominative. It's not the subject. So therefore, it's not more like
it's the
so many. So omnibus is already plural, but of course it's been made into a noun in English, so you can pluralize it however you want. But you probably should do it like you would in English. But obviously, you can have fun. I'm not trying to blah blah blah. Hey, it's time to
just keep adding S's.
Omniborum.
It's time to play.
Oh, okay.
Who are these people?
Who indeed?
We've asked.
Who
Somebody
are these
asked
people?
a bunch of randos, possibly Middle Americans visiting LA and trying to watch a game show. I'm not sure. They asked them a series of questions and they got some answers. And we're going to go around and see if our panelists, or maybe you playing along at home, can figure out what they thought the answers were.
Some number.
Is this, are these once again, sorry, contemporary or from another decade? Ish.
Found on the
Okay.
internet.
Fuck
Like,
if I
What
know,
these
Johnny.
are.
Isn't it?
We'll see. I don't think they're super new, but I don't know. All right.
Bless you.
We'll start with Jared. We'll
I'm
go back
blessed.
that way. And we will begin with the first round. What kind of how-to book would interest you the most? There are 8 answers on the board.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
And they are, I will say, they are all family friendly, but I guess I don't need to say that.
Rough chuckle incoming.
Something about plumbing. I don't know what phrasing.
So home improvement is on the
Okay.
board. We'll give you that.
Ooh, that's much broader than I was thinking. Way more specific.
I know,
How
but
to
home
book
improvement is what popped up. So nobody else go for that. Sean, what kind of how-to book would interest you the most? Is what we asked 100 people, let's say.
Dieting.
Lose weight is number 2.
Nice.
Mikey,
how to do computers?
computer on the board. Number 7 on the board. Very good. Tim,
Auto repair.
auto repair. Is auto repair on the board? I'm sorry, Tim, you are locked out of this round. Nadia, what kind of
That was a
how-to
great
book
reaction.
interests you the most?
Oh my god, an auto repair isn't on there.
I could be playing City of
cooking
Villains right
too vague?
now.
Cooking. Is cooking on the list? Number 1 answer, cooking.
Wow.
And audience, now it's the audience's time to get to steal one from you. And the best answer we've gotten is getting rich for dummies. Is that on the board? Number 4 answer, make money. Very good work. Jared, there are 3 answers remaining. Can you name one of them?
Drawing.
Drawing. Is drawing on the board?
Drawing.
Arts and crafts is number 8. Sean, we've got 2 left.
Oh no.
What kind of how-to book would interest these people the most?
Have we said gardening?
We haven't. Is gardening on the board? Yes, it is. Number 5. There's 1 left. Mikey, can you
Take
get
it away, Mikey.
I assume music will be part of arts and crafts, but I'll say music.
Okay, is music separate from arts and crafts? No, I'm afraid not. I don't even know if I would have counted it as arts and crafts. It's an interesting question, but it's moot. Tim, you're out of it already. So Nadia.
Ha ha.
Ha ha. What do people want to know how to do?
Everybody wanna make money.
1 answer left. The number 3 answer.
Is it anything to do with travel?
Travel. No, I'm afraid not. Jared, do you have a sense of it? Oh, unless the audience has one. No, I don't see one from the audience. So, audience, you will be slotted in right before the round comes around again.
Super loud keyboard.
God. It's not music. It's not arts and crafts. It's not cooking.
I bet I know.
I have a theory, but based on how I've been doing so far, you should not be listening to my theory.
I don't know. Writing.
Writing. Is it writing? Okay, Sean, you have won this round, but to showboat, can you name the last thing on the list? What kind of how-to book?
I'm gonna say, I don't know how to phrase it. Like the sort of self-improvement, find peace and balance.
Self-improvement. Is self-improvement on the board? No. Okay. Does anybody want to throw out one last guess? I mean, it doesn't count.
I have a guess.
Nadia?
Is it anything to do with dating? Is it how to meet your soulmate?
Nope. And it's not home repair either. We've got home improvement already. After all,
over 3.
It is number 3. Decorate. How to decorate.
Okay.
All right then.
I do not know any of these 100 people.
All you do is you put the big spider on nearby. It's not hard, folks.
Decorating with
Your letter
erections.
from the Happy Home Academy specifically mentioned the spider.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
All
allows
right.
me to color coordinate the spider, but other than that,
You already got the S rating. I mean, what more do they want?
yeah.
Okay, Sean, you're going to go first for our next question.
What did I do?
And again, audience, you will get to be slotted in
One.
between Jared and Sean. So whenever you want to type it in, they cannot see your answers that you type in until I make it on the big screen. Sean, your question is complete this sentence. The true measure of success is having a great blank. 6 answers on the board.
It is. It is indeed. Great. I'm going to say bank account.
Is bank account on the board? Number 3 answer, bank account.
Specifically,
I'm no
phrased that way.
American.
In those words,
Wow.
Mikey, the true measure of success is having a great what?
Job.
Is it job? Job or career was number 5.
I'm surprised
Tim.
it wasn't higher. That's good.
Tim, the true measure of success is having a great what do you think they said?
Car.
Car? Did you say car?
I
He
did.
said car.
Okay.
Here comes the X.
Is car on the board? Indeed, that's an X. Indeed.
Everybody.
Nadia.
Beam.
True. So the true measure of success is having a great blank is the question.
That is the question. What
I'm
is
gonna say family.
family? Number 1 answer.
Oh.
29 people out of 100. 29% of people said that, let's say. Okay. All right. I see an audience answer, but Jared, you get to go first.
House.
House. Having a great house?
No.
No, I'm afraid
That
not.
was my other guess. I should have warned you.
The center column is out.
Our audience says a legacy. Having a great legacy. Good answer. Not on the board, I'm afraid. You can't trust these people. Who are they?
Who are these
Where
people?
in the hell are these 100 people?
Well, these people are
Sean.
Americans, so I'm going to
Yeah.
say body.
Having a great body. Nope. They know it's hopeless
Ass
to dream.
specifically on there.
Ass is also not on there. Mikey, it's
Yeah.
between you and Nadia now.
All right.
Uh-oh.
You need this to survive, to not let Nadia win.
It doesn't make sense grammatically, but friends or group of friends or something.
Is friends on the list? Now, friends aren't worth anything.
Americans don't care
Chosen
about
family
friends.
does not count.
Nadia, you have won. There are 3 answers on the board. Let's see if you can get through them all. The true measure of success is having a great
Reputation.
reputation. I'm afraid not.
Wow.
What the hell else are people saying?
Yeah.
Number
People are
6
weird.
answer, having a great time.
Okay.
That's 4 answer,
Bullshit.
having a great attitude.
See, I said
got a
that one
real
did not
problem
occur to
with
me
that.
for some reason.
And the number 2 answer, having a great life. Absolute bullshit of an answer, but
Yeah.
it's what they
Oh,
said.
they had time and life. Well, there you go. If we can get look in there, we'll have all 3.
Woof.
Okay,
Guys,
So
time
the
life-
secret to having a great life is having a great life.
Yeah.
Wow.
CD collection.
The true measure of success is having a great life. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
True measure
Round
of
3.
success is getting the neighbors off my lawn.
That's great. Okay, round 3. We're going to start with Mikey.
Yo.
Mikey, give me a name you would call your grandmother. We asked 100 people this. Top 4 answers are on the board.
Well, there's what I would call my grandmother, but I'm going to say grandma.
Is grandma on the board? Top answer, 31%.
Yeah, that's not what I would call my grandmother.
All right, 3 more
No.
answers. Tim?
Meemaw.
We asked all these. Meemaw. Meemaw?
Meemaw.
We'll give you Mima, Mima. Because I
Okay.
can't imagine what else that could mean.
I don't know
Except
what the
Meemaw.
pronunciation is.
I know Mima. I do not know Mima. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Meemaw. And
All right,
this
well,
you've
I'm going to
never heard
retire
that term.
undefeated and leave the chat now.
These are me.
You cornered the grandma market. Nadia, what would you
Granny?
call Granny? Nope,
What?
nobody calls their grandmother Granny. No, for some reason it's not on here. Alas.
Wow.
Weatherwack.
Jared,
Nana.
Nana. No,
What?
surprisingly enough,
Driving me.
That is surprising.
and
Yeah.
it's not on there. Sean, and of course, audience, if you have something.
Dead.
The deceased.
Late for dinner.
I don't know. What if the correct answer's been so far?
Grandma and Meemaw.
Grandmother.
You know, you'd think, but I'm afraid
Wow.
not. All right. I haven't seen any guesses from the audience. So I will say that there are two answers remaining. One of them is a term that I called one of my grandmothers. So it's
Wow.
not completely out there.
What was Jared's answer? That was
Nana.
wrong? Nana.
Nana.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at that.
Yeah.
I am too.
Now I'm trying to remember what you call your grandmother,
Well,
who I've
yeah,
never
that-
met, who was out of the picture well before I arrived. Frig. Well, I mean, I would call. I feel Jared's answer covers this territory, but I would call my grandmother's nanny.
Nanny. Is it on the board? Okay, congratulations, Tim. You've won this round.
Yeah.
But you can showboat if you can get any more answers correct.
Not a chance in hell. Gran? Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
the
thinking
number-
of that one too.
The number 3 answer, which is the one that I actually called one of my grandmothers, is Mom.
Okay.
The
I've
number 2
never-
answer, which is clearly a typo for Nana, is Mama.
What?
M-A-M-A.
Who
That's your
are
mom.
these people?
That is your
Okay,
mother.
no, that person is Jack Nicholson.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, he called his grandmother Mama because he called his mother sister.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
You're thinking of Chinatown.
No, he's thinking about Jack Nicholson's actual
Jack
life.
Nicholson
Is that because
seriously-
his mother had him very young and he was raised by his grandmother as if it was his grandmother was his mom? Because that's a thing that happens.
Yeah,
Like, that happened in my hometown.
Oh, I see. Yes.
But like,
I
I
still shouldn't have gotten on this list.
Really that it's the second most
Yeah.
popular clue. Like, how many people gave that?
There's a lot of that going around among these 100 people.
Who
Yeah.
are these people?
Part of American who represent.
Like, how many people gave that answer, Chris? It was the second most popular. You said.
That was 23% of people.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I've seen
Yep.
people call their grandmothers
Did
like
they just
mama and
cast
then, like,
Jack
last
Nicholson
name.
23 times?
That's true.
Oh,
Maybe that's what they're
that-
thinking of. Like Mama Leone
Yeah.
or something.
But like that can't be more common than like Nana or something like that.
I know.
All older women have the honorific aunt in Newfoundland, even if you are not a blood relative. So
Really?
yeah, like my grandmother was Aunt Dot. Her
Mm.
name was Dorcas. I don't know how you get Dot from that, but
Because anything's
How
an
don't you?
improvement on Dorcas.
my younger brother once called her not even thinking dorky, and then like was like his face froze when he realized what he had said. It was very cute.
In a lot of South Asian communities as well. If you're
Yeah.
an adult woman, you're auntie to everyone
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
not an adult. Yeah.
It's just an honorific. It's like once you hit like 60 or so, it's like, oh, now you're an aunt. Like,
Yes.
Okay, time for the fast money round, which we are going to play no differently. I don't think we're going to have one of you leave the room this time. So, starting with Tim. Name an occupation a bad driver should avoid.
Taxi cab driver.
Taxi cab driver. Number 3. Nadia.
Pizza deliverer.
Pizza deliverer.
Oh, I want pizza.
Delivery is number 4.
Delivery.
Jared.
Bus driver.
Bus driver. Number 2.
Good.
Sean.
Took all my answers. What else involves driving? We did delivery. We did buses. I did cabs. They didn't have Uber on 39.
What's your answer, Sean?
Race car driver.
Race car driver. Is race car driver on there? Number 5 answer, auto racing.
Nice.
Tim started this one, so Mikey and then audience.
I will say police because they do a lot of driving.
All right, is police on the list? Fuck the police.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was just trying to think like a typical American, however many years ago.
Audience, what do you have? Kyla's got chauffeur.
No.
Very
Is
good.
chauffeur on the list? Absolutely,
Nice.
number 7. We go back around to Tim.
Okay, how many were there total?
There were 8 on the board. There are 3 answers remaining.
Okay.
Number 1 answer is still out there.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
An occupation a bad driver should avoid.
Should have gone with my other thought.
Fireman.
Fireman. Is fireman on there? No, I'm
Okay,
afraid
then.
not. Nadia.
Ambulance driver.
Is ambulance driver on there? Yes, number 6 answer, ambulance driver / EMT. Jared, you're still in the game. Number 1 and number 8 answers are remaining.
Number 1.
Trucker.
Are we giving tours of our ambulance now?
Jared, what did you say?
Trucker.
Is trucker on there? Number 1 answer, truck driver / long haul driver.
Hey, I'll do the
All
truck
right,
driver.
there's only 1 left. This is their chance to beat Jared. Sean, can you do it? Name an occupation a bad driver should avoid.
What else involves driving? Garbage pickup.
Garbage pickup. No. Nadia. Or
Oh,
audience,
God.
actually, if you have one. But
Okay.
they don't have a new one yet. So Nadia.
The school bus driver.
School bus driver.
Did bus.
Nope.
Yeah.
They can crash and burn. It's fine. Okay. We've got one now. Airplane pilot. Excellent answer, but it's not on the board. Jared, you have won this round. Do you want to showboat by coming up with the last answer? It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Zamboniist.
Erica's gonna know what a Zamboni
I mean, that's closer.
If that was on there, I'm really sorry. For multiple reasons.
Zamboni is closer to the right answer than
It is than some of the other guesses that have been made.
Street sweeper driver.
No, not quite. So I'm not going to count any of those for this. It's heavy equipment operator.
Oh,
So I would have accepted forklift driver or crane, I guess, or
I
something
was
like that.
I thought
Like a
snow
bulldozer.
power. Yeah.
Bulldozer, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Heavy
You
equipment
probably had
operator.
one for those that were like 1 or 2 people said them, and they were like,
Yeah, it was only 2% for that one. So
two weirdos.
2. Well, I mean,
Two
they may ask more than 100 people. I'm not sure. But Nadia, name something specific that people make reservations for. 7 answers on the board.
7.
Restaurant.
You said restaurant. Dinner is the number 1 answer. Jared.
Hotel.
Hotel. Number 2 answer. Sean. Something people make reservations for.
airplanes.
Airplanes. Number 3 answer. Mikey.
Cruise ship.
Cruise ship. That's the right answer, and you got it in just at the same time as our audience did. So good job, audience. If you want to come up with another one, you can. When we get around to after Tim does his guess. Tim, something specific people make reservations for.
We've already had dinner, hotel, airplane, and cruise ship.
That's right.
The theater.
The theater. No one goes to the theater anymore, I'm afraid. Nadia, what's audience?
Yeah, it's kind of like all the obvious ones that we've been through.
Hold on.
Yep.
Audience. Books. Make a reservation for books.
At the
Nice.
library, yes. Yeah.
You could indeed. You could put things on hold, but I'm afraid that's not one of the answers listed. These are not literate people.
Oh,
I asked
We're never
you.
gonna get
Nadia, what is your name something specific that people make reservations for?
Oh.
Venues, like a wedding venue.
A wedding venue or something like that.
banquet hall or some damn thing.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
conference center. No, nothing like that.
Wow.
All right. So you're out, Jared. You're still in, I believe. So
Yeah.
name something specific that people make
I mean, not
reservations
for long.
for. 3 answers remain.
What's been said already?
Dinner, hotels, airplane, and cruise.
Train
A train.
ticket.
Nope. Sadly, no. Not in this economy, no. Sean.
I mean, I kind of feel like this was covered by theater, but like concert tickets.
Concerts.
Yeah.
Is concerts on there? All right, Mikey, you have won this one. But if you want to showboat and come up with another answer of the 3 remaining, name something specific that people make reservations for.
I don't know, movies.
No,
think so.
barking up the wrong tree.
How
The
about-
number 6 answer
Doctor.
was not doctors. No.
We want to guess some more.
Oh yeah, if you want to guess, shout something out.
How about? And I don't even know whether this is a thing, but golf course.
Nope.
You do reserve
Really?
a time there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying it's not on the
It's
list.
not on the list. Huh. I was trying to think like an American, but I failed.
I fail almost every day.
Yeah, I can't think like an American half the time.
All right, people make reservations for sixth answer. Car rental.
Sure,
Okay.
5th most popular answer. Vacation.
I guess.
And 4th most popular answer. Tours.
Those.
Sure.
All right.
Those are
Okay.
okay.
All right. Who started that round? I think it was
Nadia?
Yes.
1, 2,
No.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, Nadia started that one. So Jared, we have
Yeah.
three more of these to do in this fast
Yes.
moving round, and they're all pretty fun looking. This one's going to be hopefully quick. Top 3 answers are on the board. Three. Name something that a woman never forgets about her fiance's marriage proposal.
The location.
The location. Number 2 answer, the place. Sean. Name something a woman never forgets about her fiance's marriage proposal.
All the
2 more answers remain.
The date.
Oh, I just noticed that Kyra had said a vacation, which was one of the answers. Good job. The date you said?
Yeah.
I'm afraid not. Though
Seems
you'd think.
You'd think.
Yeah.
But Mikey, what have you got?
The ring.
Is it the ring? The size of the ring.
The size of the ring.
Specifically, the
Wow.
size of the ring. One more answer. The number one answer. The number one answer still on the board. Tim, name something a woman never forgets about her fiance's marriage proposal.
The phrasing.
The phrasing. The way he asked her is how they've got it there. But that's good. You won this round, Tim.
Well,
Tim, you have won 2 rounds. You are definitely in the lead.
and yet I tank every time I open my mouth. What's the next one?
Time of day. All right. Well, time of day.
The weather.
I don't think I would have counted that one for the way. Yeah, exactly. His identity.
Your fiance's name. But
Um,
she's my future wife.
the patriarchy. I don't know. Sean, you get to start. Name some top 4 answers on the board. Name something that burglars check to see. Oh, sorry. Name something that burglars check to see if a family is out of town.
Depending
Come
on
on,
which
Crime Lord.
old this is, I'll just say lights.
All right. Is the answer lights? Number 2 answer. Mikey.
The mail.
The mail. Is it on the board? Number 1 answer, which our viewer got as well.
I'm like, but who gets mail anymore?
I still get circulars and flyers and stuff.
We
Yeah,
get so
junk mail.
a lot of junk.
Tim.
I would like to get mail.
The driveway.
Aw.
All right. Is the
No, I'm
driveway
thinking
on
of
there?
the issues with the post office right now in America. That's
Oh,
what I'm.
right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you were just feeling like lonely. I was like, we'll send you letters.
Audience, send your
They
cards and
won't
letters
arrive.
to Jared, care of
Megaphonic.
Megaphonic FM Seattle office.
Seattle
Yes,
brand.
no car and driveway is number 3. One more answer remaining. Nadia, can you get it? Name
One
something that
more.
burglars check
Oh,
to see if
geez.
a family's out of town.
Those were all the things I would have checked. I would have said. So
Aha! The truth comes out.
Have you heard the good news about City of Villains?
oh, to see if a family's out of town and it's not any of those things. Geez, like I want to say heat, but you can't really tell from the outside whether the heat is on or not. So
Infrared vision.
yeah, that's right.
I'll need an answer.
Are there? How about pets? Are the pets there, like the dog or cat?
Are the pets there? Are the pets there? Are the pets there? I'm afraid not. Jared, do you have the final answer?
So it's lights, cars, mail are the ones that have been correct.
Yep.
Okay.
And car.
Yeah. Lights, car, mail. Or mail, lights, car, if you want them in that order.
Turn on Besky Cam. She is active.
Shapes in the windows.
Still going to be here, bud.
Silhouettes on the shades, all of our days.
Aw.
Remembering Home Alone.
Yeah, I guess.
No.
Oh, there she is.
She gets
the
some licks
vacuum.
in. That's good.
Oh.
Sean, I believe it's your turn.
Oh noes. What else? Smoke.
Smoke. Nope. Lack of
Don't have fires
the house
anymore.
is not on fire.
No, from the chimney, for boiling the hasty pudding.
Indian meal.
Nice call.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice this as things were getting kitty oriented. Yes, Windows was agreed upon, but sadly not correct. Mikey, I think it's your turn. Yes.
Yeah.
You've all moved around.
Not taking the garbage out for garbage day.
Not taking the garbage out for garbage. That's a true thing, but I'm afraid it's not there.
Well, that just means I'm better than them.
Tim, this is your 3rd round that you've won. And there's only one more left. So,
Okay.
but if you'd like to take a swing at this one,
Television. Okay.
Nope, you're all thinking too newfangled.
Oh,
Milk
Thank
bottles.
Close. What's another thing that people don't get anymore?
Newspapers.
Newspapers is the
Newspapers.
right answer.
But the mail is, forget it.
Yeah.
It's not delivered by the mail.
Well, that's
it's
true.
delivered by a little boy on a bicycle.
Those
Yeah,
of us,
it's a cap.
those of you who are quite young may not realize that mail did not deliver the newspaper. Those were separate piles on your doorstep or whatnot. Okay. Who
I just know
goes-
that
There were 2 boxes.
yeah, because in America, it's a crime to put something in someone's mailbox if you're not a postal person. This is not true in Canada. Mikey, I believe you get to go first for the last one. Does that sound right to everybody? Okay, so for our final round today, before we bid you all adieu, Mikey, top 6 answers on the board.
Yeah.
Name something people do to corn.
The pop it.
All right, let's see. Is pop it on there? Number
Yeah.
1 answer, 41 points. Pop.
This is all family friendly answers.
I'm not promising anything. Tim, name something people do to corn.
Boil it.
They burl that kern down. Is boil on the board?
Turn.
Boil is indeed number 3 answer.
Oh,
7
what's
people. Nadia.
Roast.
Roast it. Cook it is on there. I'll give you that for roast.
Oh.
That's a number 4 answer. Jared, name something people do to corn.
Make hasty pudding. Cornbread.
They make cornbread. Now I'm afraid that wasn't one of the answers given. Sean.
They cream it.
They cream it. Well, very tasty way to do with your corn. No, I'm afraid that's not on the board. Mikey, you started, so the audience gets to go now. Shuck it. They say husk it here, but that'll count. That works. Very good answer. There are 2 answers left. Mikey, name something people do to corn.
I'm going to take a step back and say, eat it.
Technically, it says they east it here, but I think they mean eat.
Who doesn't like a nice ear or 2 of easted corn?
I easted a lot of corn in my day.
Tim, I believe you're still in the picture. I believe.
I don't know how that happened, but let me think.
Yeah, you said a boiler.
There's 1 answer left. The 6th of the 6 answers. The final answer. What is it? What is a thing that people do to corn?
They butter it.
All right. For the final answer is butter on there. Tim,
Probably
you've
not.
managed to get
Hey!
4 out of these 7, out of these 8. You got half of these rounds.
Wow.
Won.
Oh, well done.
Congratulations, Tim.
Finger on the pulse of the nation.
Damn bean.
And
I could just think like a bunch of uninformed people, I guess.
we found the game for you, I guess.
Yeah, it's called Use Your Words.
So,
Who are these people? Clearly, the answer is him.
Yeah, 100.
we asked 100
It is one of these
Tims.
people.
Agreed.
All right. That was our game of Who Are These People?
What is this
And-
place?
That is the final game that we'll be playing for tonight. So thank you, everybody who watched. And we will be back next week with some of these games and or some other ones. And let's play some Game Show 1939 music to send us along the way. So, yeah.
Happy trails.
Happy trails. We also all do podcasts. You can go over to megaphonic.fm to check them all out.
We're talking about Tori Amos songs tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific, we will be taking your pick at another panel show where guests will be forced to pick their favorite Tori Amos songs. It should be a lot of fun.
Force.
See you then. Forced to only pick a certain number of them. Bye.